No, I think she is.
Yeah, she's hurt. She took a hard fall off there.
Okay.
Gosh, I hope she's okay.
I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Oh, whatever. Behind the scenes BS stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in, kiddos. It's another edition of the Daily Puck Drop here on a fabulous Friday, March 13th. Oh, I just thought about that. It's Friday the 13th. How about that? Is that why it's snowing outside? Just dumping snow for Jeez, it's March. What are we doing? All right, we are in the Limback Lumber Studios. Folks, we've got a great show for you. We say it every day. Most days we are lying. Today's no different. All right, we've got the PME Show coming up momentarily. Myself, Jim Moore, the great Chris Egan. And then we got lots. We got Julio. Boy, Team US are the Mariners. It's been a bad week for the M's. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's been a bad week for the M's and the WBC. We've got some news on John Schneider, and I'm really just amazed of how. Does anyone understand John Schneider at all? Does anyone get it? He's only been here since like 2011. It seems like every year we kind of something he does surprises everyone every year. We're going to talk to Egan about the great Tony Ventrella. Of course, we've got to wrap up the show, Hey, What the Puck. But ladies and gentlemen, as we always do, he graces us with his presence Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And on Fridays, Egan is there. But right now, Egan, for some reason, has left. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bend, Oregon, the star of the Seattle Post-Intelligencer. It is the go-to guy, Jimmy Moore, brought to you by...
Hey, Puck, my thanks to Brad Brotherton at Brotherton Cadillac and Shoreline, Brotherton Cadillac and Brotherton Buick GMC in Renton. You know what you can expect from Brad Brotherton, don't you? Customer satisfaction, thanks to a dedicated, no-pressure, stress-free sales approach. It's just one of the many reasons why Brotherton Auto has been around for a long time. 4 generations in the car business, going all the way back to the early 1900s. Check them out in Shoreline or Renton. And then you can also visit them. God, I was doing so well.
Did you momentarily have a stroke?
I was just doing so well. I thought, God, Jim, you're feeling comfortable enough with yourself here today that you don't have to look at your copy. Just go ahead and finish up like the champ that you're not.
You're great. You're great.
BrothertonAuto.com.
Yes. Thank you to Brotherton. Boy, I'm going to tell you, get one of those Brotherton Cadillacs today. I've seen them. I've seen them in action in the snow. They can move around. There's no snow that is too much for a Cadillac from Brotherton.
That's true. Is there snow downtown Seattle today?
It's dumping. It's absolutely dumping today.
Is it?
There's snow everywhere. In Seattle, and if there's snow here, a lot of snow up where I live in Ballard, then I'm assuming other parts where you're not close to the water, there's even more snow. Let's find out from our chief South End meteorologist joining us on the Daily Puck Drop and Puck Sports. It is Chris Egan. No snow there?
It's oatmeal. Oatmeal is dropping from the sky. It is just sloppy oatmeal falling from the sky right now.
It's the worst kind of snow that's happening here, go-to guy, because it's the wet snow. It's not really dry. I'd rather just rain now than it be like this. But it's not good.
Yeah, it's not sticking. Let's just say that, Jim. At least not sticking in the 253 at the moment. Maybe elsewhere, maybe on the passes, maybe in Ballard, home of the Beavers, but in Puyallup, it's just dropping and taking my daffodils down with it right now. So,
and we know how much you enjoy your daffodils. Yes,
I do.
It's sticking up here. I don't know, maybe we're in some weird convergence zone in Ballard.
Gentlemen, can I start the show with a confession? I feel bad. I really feel bad.
Like you're at a Catholic church. Forgive me, Father. I have sinned.
Forgive me, and I want to hear from you two because you guys have lived life to the fullest. I'm 52. And I guess I was unaware of this was on a return trip home from Kentucky, watching my son play baseball. And I've never really watched The Sopranos. And Sopranos was offered up on my American Airlines flight home. And I guess I just didn't know the rules of watching. And The Sopranos, the first episode comes up, and there's some nudity scenes, and my wife just hits me hard, like, "What are you doing?" I don't know the rules of flying in the air. Like, should I not be watching that?
Well, it was offered by the airline,
It was offered by the airlines, Jim. I'm just watching what the airlines offered.
Jim,
But-
do you want to?
So Melanie was thinking that you were like on Pornhub or something.
I don't know. She just thought it wasn't wise to be watching that. Others around could see what I was watching. I don't find myself watching what others are watching on an airplane, but I didn't see any kids near me. I guess I just need to know if what is the rules of
okay.
watching stuff on a flight.
All right.
Jim, you tackle this one first.
Did you keep it on or did you turn it
No,
off
I
since
pulled it-
Melanie
I-
got upset?
She got I turned it off, Jim. I'll be
Oh,
honest.
God. Come on, Egan. That's lame.
I felt bad, and the next thing you know, I'm watching Infinity War and Endgame for the 34th time. But yeah, I just I knew that was safe.
Yeah, you've got to have some. There is in-flight movie protocol. and a
Okay, I didn't know
standard.
this, Puck. I didn't know this, Puck.
You can't watch anything with nudity because there are eyes wandering to your screen. Everyone always looks over. Everybody looks over to see what the next person is watching. What's this guy? Oh, he's watching porn.
But if it's offered by the airline,
well, maybe the airline didn't realize what was on there. I don't know. Have you flown lately? Do you think the airline industry knows what they're doing? These people are clueless what's going on there. Used to be a day and age that you didn't have to sit in first class to get a hot towel. Can I get a hot towel again? Can we bring that
come
back?
on. Chris, okay, for two reasons you should have kept it on. One,
Okay, thank you.
Jim. Your wife was being unrealistic on that. You could just turn to her and say, "Hey, it's an episode of The Sopranos. I never watched it back during its heyday, and I'm going to watch it now if that's okay." Okay, that's one reason. The second reason, let's say you're in 21A. Well, the guy back in 22C is kind of looking over his shoulder going, "God, look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. He's watching porn up there. That's awesome."
I'm gonna be on Team Melanie here for a second. I think it's a violation and a rule violation. I think you should have been fined. And
I feel like
appropriate
I'm always going to have a little Puckett on one shoulder and a little Jim Moore on the other. And I probably should have listened to the little Jim Moore.
Think about the guy in 22C ahead of your wife, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
and
why
a
do you
guy.
want the guy behind him checking out Egan's porn hubs? I mean, is he going to whip it out on the plane?
right.
Is that what you want now?
Oh, okay, wait. Picture yourself in 22C, and you're that guy, and you see Egan watching this nudity. Aren't you kind of sitting there going, "That's awesome. Look at that guy. Look at what he's watching." And then you kind of might want to tap him on the shoulder, tap Chris on the shoulder and say, "Hey, how do I get to that channel?"
Yeah.
I don't know. It should be kind of fun.
I don't like to watch porn in front of everyone on a plane, Jim, but apparently
Guys, it was like
you're
a
saying that you do watch it home
3-second
alone by
scene.
yourself then?
well, I'm a red blood American male. Yeah, of course. But I don't watch it on the plane.
It was
I'm happily
Sopranos.
married.
Let's
I'm
be
happily
very
married.
clear,
I
it
don't
was
feel the need to
Sopranos.
watch porn.
Chris, give me 5 minutes here. Okay, so when you check out for the plane, now they ask you a bunch of different things, right?
Yeah.
Do you want the saver seat? Do you want the main?
Yeah.
Do you want food? Do you want to check a bag? I mean, do you go on there, whatever airline you fly on, and check, do you have Pornhub? If they did, would you prefer that, Jim Moore? How much extra would you pay if they said with your seat at 22C comes a 2-hour subscription to Pornhub?
We don't want that. Just Sopranos. I'm just watching the Sopranos. That's all.
Jesus, Egan. Look what you started.
Okay, since we're talking about airplane etiquette, I'm somebody who apparently violates airplane etiquette every time I get on a plane.
I can't wait.
And I want your guys' verdict on this because I feel like it's fine what I'm doing.
Can we guess what you're? Hold on, before you say what it is.
I'm gonna guess.
Can Egan and I take one guess what it is?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, Egan, what do you think it is?
I think 100% he's taking his shoes off.
Okay, don't say anything. Okay, you think he's taking his shoes off.
Shoes are coming off.
I think that once he doesn't put his overhead bag where he's sitting. He puts it in the front and not where he's sitting.
Okay.
Oh.
You want me to continue?
Yeah.
Or he puts two bags up. He puts his backpack up there too.
Here. Okay. Well, one of you is kind of right. The one thing I don't understand is when someone's boarding a 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour, 5-hour flight, why they feel the need to get on the damn plane so fast so they can have an extra half hour before we taxi back onto the runway. I don't understand that. So
I agree 100% with that one.
Number two, I always wait until they say last call for the flight. I always wait for that.
Smart.
And then I try and wait. And then there's some stragglers along with me. I wait for the other stragglers to go ahead of me. I always try and be the last person on the plane. And the reason for that is two reasons. One, I don't want to get on the damn plane until I have to. And then number two, you're right, Puck. I want to walk onto the plane. And sometimes when your seat is in 22C, like the guy that's looking at Egan watching porn, and you see an empty compartment up in row 8, you're free to take that then because there's nobody coming behind you. And yet there's some people that still think that's some sort of violation. And I don't understand that.
I would say, Chris, I would say that the fact that you're coming on late and that the space is there, that is, I would say no violation.
No violation.
The violation would be if you were boarding when you were supposed to, right? Like with everybody else, and then you decided to do it.
Anything is open, Jim, at that point. And I'll take your point, Jim, why some people do like to get on because they're overpacking their overhead bags and they want to make sure they get on so there's room. Now, I will say people that have started to bug me are the ones that are their ticket says like zone 8 and their boarding's 1, 2, and 3, but they're up there waiting for zone 8. You're not even close. Get out of that area. Get out of that area. It's like going to Costco when you don't have the 9 a.m. entry fee and you're going in early. Get out of that area. Now, I will say, Jim, I met a man similar to you, much larger though. He was like 340 pounds, and he loved to do this. He loved to get on the plane last, and he loved to slowly walk down the plane, and he would stop and look at the middle seat that was open. And he loved to look at the fear that went into the people's eyes that he was going to sit there. He embraced being a large man. So he loved to play with people on a plane. So he just walked slowly down, stop. No, not getting in there. I thought it was genius.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, because we all have that fear. We see somebody large and we're going, oh, please, God, no, not next to me.
Let's fucking do it. Puckett's lost the show.
Large guy always wants the armrest too.
Oh, he does. And sometimes you just got to get that armrest out of there. Sometimes you got to buckle.
If you're going to talk about me, can I just leave the room and come back?
You're not 340. What are you, like 280?
No, Jesus, man.
Hey, I saw 210 on the scale yesterday for the first time in 5 years.
Good God.
210 would seem fat to a lot of people, but for me, I feel like I'm in a weight loss program.
That's a goal for me, Jim. I got to get down to 210.
Jesus.
What, Puck? Puck, you're not really all that heavy.
Puck, you look good. You got a dad. Yeah.
Thank you, Egan.
You know what? We look good and we're happy. We're eating what we want. We're not, we're not having salad.
Hey, speaking of flying and airports and all that kind of stuff, let me take a few moments to talk about my friends at Payne Field. Payne Field is my chosen destination. When I like to fly out of Seattle, I skip the lines at SeaTac and I head to Payne Field. Why Payne Field? Well, I can park, I can check my bags, I can get to my gate in under 15 minutes and enjoy a cocktail while I wait for my plane to arrive. That's going to take me to sunnier destinations than the snow that's falling right now in Seattle. So my advice to you, when you choose to fly, choose Payne Field.
Is that a new sponsor, Puck?
I just thought maybe we'd throw it out there, see if we can get them to bite. You throw out Throw out a couple lines. Have either of you ever flown out of there?
No, but I've heard people that have, and they love
the
it.
Best. I'm not exaggerating by the 15 minutes. But last year when I flew out of there, I'm flying out of there again in 2 weeks. You pull up, you check your bag, you got a cocktail. It's 15 minutes. In and out. Best thing ever.
And what's the drive take you? An extra 15 minutes over what it would take to go to SeaTac?
Not for me. I mean, it probably would be. It's obviously longer for Egan, but not for me. It's about the same.
Can I also make a point to all of our travelers out there? When you're picking somebody up, do the hugging when you get home. Get in and get out of there. Too much just holding.
God,
I mean, what is happening?
Get the freaking bags out of the car and move out.
Get out. There's people waiting.
You're exactly right. The hugging and
just do it later.
I saw someone do a family picture. What are we doing? Get out.
Get out. Get out.
Don't you miss the days, though, when visitors could go out to the gate and greet you when you got off the plane? That was kind of cool. Or you guys too?
I remember.
I remember that. We used to do that for my dad. Yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah.
Dad, did you put a sign? At Egan.
No, I was the official greeter. A little history here for you. When the NCAA tournament, I think it was either the Sweet 16, Elite 8, was at the Kingdome. I was an official greeter at the airport for the players with signs saying "Welcome to Seattle." I don't know why. I don't know why, but
why that?
I don't know, but I was holding up signs as the players were coming on. I remember North Carolina. I don't remember. It was Steve Bucknell.
Was that a Channel 5 thing?
No, this was when I was like in high school. A couple of us went up to the airport and were asked to be official greeters. So back in the early 90s. I'll have to check my dates on when the Kingdome hosted a.
Well, I will always remember when they don't do this anymore with athletes. And he just celebrated a birthday, I think this week or last week. I think it was Monday. Do you remember when Brian Bosworth had been drafted here in the supplemental draft and all the TV crews were at SeaTac to welcome in Brian Bosworth to the city of Seattle?
I do remember that. Yeah, I do. I remember I was recently sent to the airport to welcome in Geno Smith.
Really?
I have a feeling they're not doing that in New York right now.
No, I don't think so.
How about that? How about he goes back to the place where he did the whole thing on Monday Night Football about, hey, they wrote me off, but I didn't write back type of thing. And he's, kind of looking at the Jets, and now he's going back to the New York Jets. I like Geno Smith, too. I got to feel bad for Geno that he's got to go back there.
Oh, poor Geno. Poor Geno.
Poor Geno.
Poor Geno. I think he's doing okay.
Yeah, he's making good money.
He is doing okay. He did get himself a lot of money, right? How much money did he end up making between Seattle and the Raiders? Like over $60 million. So I think he did okay.
Yeah, I think it's almost $40 million a win.
Yeah.
I like the guy on Twitter that had Geno Smith as quarterback of the Jets way back when, and then Geno Smith, the quarterback of the Jets now, and all the quarterbacks that have played for the Jets since that time.
Okay. How are we feeling if you're J.J. McCarthy, by the way?
Oh, because Kyler Murray went there.
Yeah. Welcome. Oh, boy.
Boy, they botched that whole thing, haven't they? I mean, they get rid of a guy who got you 14 wins, and then look at him now.
Oh, how about? They absolutely gave up on. You're right, on Darnold. Then they went to McCarthy. He clearly is not the guy. Now they're bringing in little Kyler Murray. I heard one of the most ridiculous things on the shows that Jim likes in the morning. That they said if Kyler Murray plays to his potential, they are tied with the Rams as the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, if plays. That's the key.
So stupid.
Look at the last 3 years. If he plays is a key word and key verb there.
Hey, we should probably talk some more sports here because I guess it is a sports show. Boy, this is it's not been a banner week, folks, for the Los Marineros. Would we agree on that one?
Well, Dom Canzone hit a home run.
I mean, we've got two of our star players right now that people are like, they are the poster childs of like what's wrong with the WBC. Oh. You got Cal Raleigh not wanting to shake Randy Rosarina's hand. This has now turned into a thing. Rosarena's going on Instagram, his Instagram story, and talking about how, look at all these other guys that are doing handshakes and hugging. What's the problem? So clearly there's an issue. He didn't talk to reporters the other day. Cal gave his statement, then didn't take questions from people. And then the other thing is, you got the WBC, the people running this whole thing are taking shots. They're taking shots at Cal and Team USA. Have you seen the video they put out yesterday? The WBC account of like promoting the event. This is clearly taking a shot at like Cal
Dominican Republic and Venezuela. Two loaded teams in two rival countries. No shortage of star power tonight at Lone Depot Park in Miami.
I mean, they're just look at all these guys. They're hugging and celebrating. Meanwhile, our guys on U.S. they can't even dap up another teammate. And then you got our guy Julio. And again, I just know there are fans out there who one don't like Julio already, right? They have an issue with Julio. He's not clutch enough. He's whatever. That group is going to have a field day with what he said yesterday. In case anyone didn't see this, he did an interview, MLB Network, I think it's Foul Territory. Did an interview and was asked, what's bigger? What would be bigger, winning a WBC title or winning a World Series?
World Baseball Classic or the World Series? You can't choose, can you?
No. I mean, being honest though, like I love the Mariners. They know I give my best for them every single time that I step on the field. But winning a World Baseball Classic will be top of the list. You know, this is for my country, this is for my town, this is for my people, my neighborhood, like everybody in the Dominican Republic. So I would say winning the World Baseball Classic will be number one.
Okay, you both know whether you agree with that or not, that this is going to rub some people the wrong way. That he's saying winning this tournament would be more important than the Mariners winning a World Series. Who wants to tackle that one first?
To clarify for myself, was that a WBC in-game reporter, or was that a reporter from his home country?
No, that's Trisha. I think her name is Trisha Whitaker. She works on like the Apple broadcast. I think she is the reporter, clubhouse or dugout reporter for the Tampa Bay Rays. She's just she works for Foul Territory.
Okay. All right. Just trying to, and I say that because sometimes when you go to the Olympic Games and these athletes are giving interviews to their home countries and their home cities, they're gonna play that patriotic card, like, hey, I'm doing.
Chris,
I want to win
really,
for.
Did she really look like she was from the Dominican?
I can't see the video. In my TV screen, it's like a centimeter here on my.
She is a like MLB reporter.
Okay. I don't know when the WBC got so big that you'd rather win that than the World Series. I'll be honest with you. Cal Raleigh came to this thing as Superman. I feel like we've just took a weird turn in the movie that everybody's now trying to make him be bad Superman all of a sudden because he just didn't give a handshake. Let's please move past this crap. I'm just like tired of even hearing about that. I mean, it was one little tiny moment, and we just come on, Randy Arozarena. Seriously, are we going to just continue to just push this out there? It's just dumb to me. It really is. I'm sick and tired of that. I have a feeling what's happening here, maybe the WBC, which is being shown on FS, I don't know where you are, and FS, I don't know where you are, is trying to hey, the Olympics had record ratings with the US and Canada. They really pumped it up, and they had the best ratings in the history of all time. On NBC, guess what? It's the Olympics. It's every 4 years. It was a big deal. Canada versus U.S. So FS, I don't know where you are, is trying to pump this thing up through this handshake gate, and now trying to pump up that Julio. This is the biggest thing ever, since Rocky knocked off Drago in '84. So I don't know. I think you're getting some producers here that are trying to pump this thing up for TV ratings, and I just think a lot of people don't care about this tournament. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, let me just, Jim, before you go, let me just jump in. One, the WBC ratings are through the roof.
On FS1, where? I don't even
on all platforms. Fox, FS1, FS2. It's up 142%.
from their last WBC. Like
Yes,
what?
from their last.
Yeah,
from their
nobody
last
watch when nobody
Okay.
watches anything. It's going to go up 100%.
Okay, I'm just saying. Listen,
So,
stop taking
yeah.
shots at Fox because, first of all, if
It's
this were,
I don't. How do I find it? I don't know where it's
oh,
at.
you know where to find it. If this was on King 5 stream, you'd be all over it. Stop it.
Up 100% from 0.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 1.4.
I'm just saying that they have had very good numbers for
Okay.
this year's WBC. Okay, it's never
Okay.
going to be the Olympics. Number two, the point about the interview with Julio, that has nothing to do with the WBC. She works for Foul Territory, which is like it's like what we do here. Foul Territory is like an online YouTube Twitter show. And like Ken Rosenthal's on it. It's just, so it doesn't have anything to do with WBC. Okay. Jim,
Okay.
big deal. What Julio said.
Okay, Julio, that's fine. That's his opinion. That's how he feels. That's okay. But I'm with Egan on one thing here. When did the WBC get this big? Have I just not been paying attention? Because it seems like it's just the last 2 or 3 years. But 10 years ago, were the Mariners losing players playing for the USA team, and I just didn't notice? I
They've
don't
always
know.
been
It
playing.
doesn't
I mean,
seem like
no.
that big a deal to me as a baseball fan watching it as the Olympics scene, and then the World Series, of course. And the other thing that occurred to me, Chris, is that obviously you haven't been listening to the PuckSports.com podcast all week because
I've been watching The Sopranos, Jim.
Puck has been talking about Cal and Randy all week long.
Enough.
Okay.
It was like, one moment. Let's move on.
Well, okay. But you don't think it's a story?
He didn't give him a handshake. Who cares? Move on. Like, seriously, I'm like tired of this. It
Okay.
really is just, I mean, I don't know. It's just like everybody had 3 seconds of their life that was just over. I mean, we've all snubbed somebody somewhere in our life,
Sure.
and whether we meant to do it or not, it happens. Unfortunately, there's not always 34 cameras on us every day as we're walking through life. But I just think I mean, for what Cal has meant to this city, to this organization, for us to sit there and overanalyze this crap over and over again, it's just like, come on.
Well,
I don't know.
Hold on. I hear you. I get it. I will push back a little bit on this.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay. They are teammates.
Sure.
Whether I mean, again, I think I'm good with whatever side. You don't want it, no handshake, whatever. And if it was discussed before the game, hey, we're not doing this, and Randy did anyways, that's a separate issue. But what we can ignore, whether we think it's being talked about too much, we have to at least take a step back and admit that the fact that you've got one player that is clearly upset, whether he's right, I'm just saying, whether he's right or wrong, he's clearly upset with what happened. He's so upset that he went and did interviews afterwards, being upset. And then when given the chance to talk about it, he refused to talk about it and then went to Instagram. The point being is it's not so much the handshake. Now is the aftermath of the handshake. Because I think it's fair to ask, when they get back, does this carry over in the clubhouse between these two? Is that not fair to wonder with a team that is now trying? What's the goal this year of the team? To win a World Series, right? So is that not fair to at least say, could this possibly be some small little issue with these two when the season starts in 2 weeks? No? Or am I off base on that?
I think it's junior high dating. No, and these are professional athletes, and I just have a hard time believing this is really going to carry over. I'll be honest with you. I mean, and maybe I'm 100% wrong here, but if Randy is going to carry this with him from the WBC on FS wherever all the way back to Peoria,
FS1.
FS1, thank you, Puck, and bring that from Peoria back to Seattle, then come on, seriously.
Hey, Jim.
I like
Cal,
FS1 and FS2,
Yeah,
Egan,
so do
okay?
I. And if these games were on Kong, you'd be watching it too.
Yeah.
Shut up, Egan.
If he's going to bring this all the way back to Seattle, then I don't know. I mean, somebody's going to ask the question on the 25th, the day before, and it's not going to be me. I'll be honest with you, but I'll be interested.
Why
to see what
not?
they say.
Because
I think it's a non-story. I think it's stupid. I mean, it's just like I just
Okay.
you know
You know
what?
how it's going to become.
Jim, let Jim. Jim, do you think it's a non-story?
Okay. Here's what I don't think it's a non-story, and I'm just really interested on seeing how this plays out. And I think everybody's concerned about, God, I hope Julio gets off to a great start. Even if Julio gets off to a slow start, that's going to be fine in comparison to Randy Arozarena. If he gets off to a cold start, he's got that body language. We know what Randy's like nobody likes playing poorly, but with Randy, we see it surface, and I think it could become an issue. And so Randy Arozarena, if he gets off to a hot start, he's doing his basketball thing, going around third base, hitting home runs, I think everything will be fine. But if he gets off to a slow start, I might be taking this too far, but I think it will end up being some sort of an issue that we talk about.
What about, let me just jump in there, Egan, before you respond to that. I'll take it even another step. What if it's reversed? What if it's Cal that gets off to a bad start?
Well, I don't see it being that much of an issue if Cal gets off to a slow start.
Okay. So more of an issue if it's Randy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know how that relates to a handshake that wasn't made, but it just seems like
that's my point, at least, Jim, right there.
It bears watching, and I still get a kick out of it that Cal just didn't even extend his glove to acknowledge that, and he could have avoided all this stuff. And if this was a mandate from DeRosa, that's stupid anyway. Like, don't fraternize with the other team. Come on. It's
another victim of the WBC, by the way. DeRosa went from a great announcer to a manager that doesn't know how to manage.
Well, and then he lied about it.
I know, and I can't even defend him anymore. Like he got, and I love him. I mean, Jim and I talked about this last show. I mean, I love him. He's like my favorite show.
Oh, he's so good.
I've given up because he came out yesterday and again doubled down that he knew all the rules. And then he clearly didn't, because he goes, "Oh, well, we were 2-0, and it doesn't matter." And people are like, "You weren't 2-0, you were 3-0." And I mean, he doesn't even understand what his record was. And he just, again, if the Puckett crisis firm could get a hold of Mark DeRosa, old D-Row, I would advise him to stop talking. Stop talking. Stop doing any interviews anymore.
You can't come out and lie like that. You come out and you say, "Hey, you know what, guys?
You screwed up.
I really screwed up there. I didn't know the rules. I can't believe I didn't know the rules. It's on me. Just take accountability for it." And everybody's going to be like, going, "Oh shit, I'm going to give you a hug, Mark. I feel bad for you now."
He needs to pull a Herb Brooks and send out his assistant coaches from here on out.
Agreed.
He needs to stop.
And he should send out, I think, oh God, who's the real funny guy that's on that show? He was great with the Reds, and he went to the, oh God, Sean something. I'm blanking on his name.
Sean Casey?
Sean Casey's one of his assistant coaches. He should send Sean Casey out and be like, "Sean, you take care of it."
Oh, man.
And I believe it's like his press conference later today will be on FS2. So
okay, not FS3.
Hey, you've got King Kong and King 5 stream.
King 5 Plus, the big plus.
Oh,
yes.
King 5. Hey, are there any more announcements on King 5 Plus, or?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like
what else do we got on there?
Well, we got the Seattle Sports Star Awards will be airing on King 5.
You're airing that?
Hey, is Cal coming back for that?
He is not, Jim. He was last year. Surprisingly, I don't think he's up for Male Athlete of the Year because he won it last year.
How could he not be up for it again this year? He had a better year.
I agree.
What kind of awards are we doing if he's not up for it again this year?
I think they got Brian Wu and Jackson Smith and Jigba, the two front runners this year for the award. So,
that's a good race there.
I think JSN will probably bring it home. Why wouldn't he? Super Bowl best receiver in the NFL. But yes, Puck, I agree with you. Just because you won it the year before, if you have a better year, you should probably be up for it again. But
yeah, I mean, he had a better year.
Yeah.
Who are the nominees? I'm pulling up the nominees right now. Hold on.
Oh man, I think is Jordan Morris one of them. I think you got Nathan Green, a runner for the UW.
Hold on. Can't find anything. Their website is terrible like usual.
You got the Mall sisters on the women's side. Those are the pole vaulters from Capitol High. Jordan Bug from the Seattle Rain. These are coming off the top of my head right here.
Well, they are. Hold on, but you are going to be there to be so tonight. It's live on King 5 Plus.
No, I think they're re-airing it on King 5. I think the show is tonight. They're re-airing it next week. I think it is.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me back up. King 5 Plus, is it live on King 5 Plus tonight?
It could be. I don't know. I just got back.
Egan.
I just got back from Kentucky. I just rolled in. It's snowing here.
Here he is ripping on Fox and FS1 and FS2.
Well, I don't have a guy.
Him if you're airing this thing to I don't know.
I just landed. I'm getting yelled at because I've got the Sopranos on, and now I'm upset.
You volunteered that.
I did, and Puck's upset because I don't know the ratings on this WBC. So. I'm getting.
Hold on, I'm gonna text Sylvie. See if he knows.
He's not up yet. He's not up yet.
Sylvie's. What do you think Sylvie's doing right now? Probably getting his morning started with a smoothie, like a protein shake, and a
protein
cold plunge.
shake.
A cold plunge.
Probably. Yeah, takes care of that. Yeah. He's 60. I think he's 62. He looks good.
What do we think of cold plunges?
My wife says they're good for you. I can, I've done them a few times. They're supposed to kind of just kick the system, So
I enjoy it.
I got nothing against them.
On Wednesday, I went into this Puget Sound because I played basketball on Monday and I literally could not walk.
Wait, when did you do that?
Wednesday.
Oh, I think, Jim, did you hear there was a new orca spotted?
That is bad. I would never go that low. Never go that low. Puck, get rid of him.
You are a mean person.
Puck, I love you. I'd only do that if I love you.
I find it weird when people, when I was in the water, were on the beach with binoculars looking and pointing.
It was probably behind you, the orcas.
Well, it's because look, honey, that guy. It's early March and he's going into Puget Sound. That's what it was.
Yeah, what were you doing? Explain this.
Cold plunge. People do it down in Ballard. It's all where all the Norwegians do. All the Norwegians do this.
Oh, that was supposed to make you feel better after you couldn't walk after playing basketball?
100% did.
And it did?
It's a miraculous drug. I don't know what it is.
How long were you in for?
How long? Yeah, how long?
2 minutes.
You stayed in for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Did you go neck up?
Yeah, right to my boobies.
Okay.
Is that like the greatest accomplishment ever? I wouldn't want to get in cold water like that.
I think it's up there. I think it's up there. It'll be on the tombstone. He cold plunged for 2 minutes one time after basketball. Yes.
No shirt?
No, I don't wear a swim shirt. It's good.
Are you going to make this a regular deal?
Well, my wife, you'll love it. She used to do it. Her and a group of friends, moms in the neighborhood, used to do it. You know what the name of their group was?
Go ahead.
Nips and dips. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good for them.
Nips and dips. It's good for you. It's good. It's it's all the rage. Everyone's got these things in their backyard. They buy them.
Well,
you can go spend $2,000 on it, or you can go in the Puget Sound.
I think that circling this to the Mariners, I think they actually have them at their Peoria Sports Complex. A lot of guys get them in the morning, and they use them to kind of help their breathing.
Maybe that's where Cal and Randy will break bread when they come back.
I think so. I think Dan's going to bring them together. They're going to have they're going to have a nice meal at the Olive Garden in Federal Way. They're going to break the breadsticks together. They're going to figure this thing out.
Did either of you answer? The original question was, do you have a problem with what Julio said?
Oh, I think I did, but you, as usual, you don't listen when I talk.
I kind of did. I kind of did too. I just don't think the WBC and the World Series are on the same.
You're not answering the question, Senator. He said he'd rather win the WBC than the World Series.
I mean,
you know what you want to say, but you don't want to take a shot at Julio.
Yeah,
That's it.
don't
Just,
know.
you think it's
I would-
crazy that he would rather win a WBC than a World Series title.
I think a World Series would be much higher up on the podium. So yeah, I think it's maybe misguided with the timing of it. He's wearing his Dominican outfit. He's probably got his family in the stands, and the ratings probably back home are 1,000 times higher than they were the last time that WC was played. So I mean, he's probably just caught up in the moment right now. Trying to pump up those ratings even more.
Jim,
I'm glad I'm not a reporter anymore, because I'd be that guy going into the clubhouse after the Mariners lose Game 7 of the World Series, and everybody's all despondent, and I'd probably go over to Julio and say, "Hey, man, you don't look as upset as everybody else." And then, why is that? And then, I mean, Julio would probably be okay with the Mariners finishing second and winning with the Dominican Republic. I'd be that jackass probably.
Julio, this is Shannon Dreyer. It really doesn't seem like the losing Game 7 when you struck out really bothered you all that much. And why are you wearing the Dominican flag? Well, thank you, Shannon. Well, we didn't win this one, but I won the WBC, so I feel good.
Yeah, the odds of Shannon asking that question are -0.
-0. I will say this: I think he's gonna take some heat. How much heat, I don't know, from Mariner fans about what he said, because he's kind of a lightning rod, right? It's safe to say that not everyone's on board with Julio in this town for whatever reason. Or maybe they expect him to be better than he is. He's been really good. You go look at what he's done since he's come into Major League Baseball. He's one of the all-time greats.
How can you not be on board with Julio?
I don't know.
Except for April and May. April and May, I can see people not being on board with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, do you disagree that there's not a faction of this fan base?
I think there's
gets annoyed with him because he's not. You always hear this with him.
I think the word annoyance and frustration maybe are different. I think there are some frustrated fans expecting more from him, but I've never felt like he's not liked or not loved or, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of Mariner fans that, not a lot, but there are some Mariner fans frustrated with, his numbers early on and are expecting more. But to me, he's still one of the fan favorites and one of the stars in this city. At least from my perspective.
The only time I get frustrated with Julio is just that he seems to consistently swing at a ball that's, a mile outside the strike zone when it's a sweeper coming at him. And hopefully he'll, he has less of a tendency to do that than he used to. But I mean, that's the one thing with Julio where you're like going, and I don't know what it's like to stand there, but he's a major league player who's supposed to be a superstar, and I don't think you're supposed to be swinging at those pitches as often as he does.
They make those sweepers look pretty enticing as they're coming across your body.
Does that surprise you that Jim Moore does not know what it's like to sit in there and face a 89-mile-an-hour sweeping slider? Because I'll be honest with you, that caught me by surprise that he would be unaware how to deal with that.
If you're a superstar in MLB, you should be able to lay off those pitches more often than he does. Okay,
and to Jim's, I'm getting behind Jim a lot on this show today, and he's helping me. He has two boys that throw pretty hard, and I'm sure Jim has played catch with them, like yours truly has. And we've seen sweepers and sliders up close, and we know how they move.
Mikey and Stevie throw probably right up there with what Mason Miller throws at Julio.
Maybe not 100, but maybe maybe 80s.
Hey, listen, pal. I wasn't the one that compared you to an orca in Puget Sound, okay? I'm on Team Puck here.
Thank you.
I mean, I can just as easily get on Team Egan.
Yeah, I forgot what Egan said to me.
Yeah.
He's out there.
I mean, Egan, if you'd said walrus, I could have worked with you on that. Because
well, Jim, I was just going off the news that they've discovered lately 2 orcas they've never seen before in the Puget Sound.
Apparently 3 now, according to
3 now. It's as I rolled into town, I turned on the news last night, and that was one of the headline stories. That and Cal not handshaking Randy Arozarena. No handshake.
I think what you got to realize about Julio, and I think all these Latin players, I think when you hear these guys talk from the Dominican, we can wrap this up, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, this is a massive deal to them. And I just don't think we understand it. I don't think we get what it means for these guys to play for their country. There was a video when Fernando Tatis hit a home run, and a game the other day, and they showed the live watch party in the Dominican. I mean, I've never experienced anything like this here in America of how crazy these fans were going. It's everything to them, and I think that there's so much pride with these guys that. Yeah, I understand why they would say that. Hey, I've got more pride to win this thing than to win a World Series. And for some fans, that's going to rub them the wrong way. It doesn't. And I'll be honest. At least he's being honest about it, not lying.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that he's not going to go out there and give everything to win a World Series with the Mariners. The guy plays as hard as anyone in baseball every single day. That guy.
And maybe they're trying to pump this thing up, making it bigger than it is. To me, it feels like an MLS soccer second tournament taking place somewhere. But
you are so clueless.
I'm just being honest.
Come on. Usually you're more upbeat than this.
Yeah,
I just don't, Jim. You're with me. I just don't know when this thing got so high up on the radar. I'm sorry.
No, the only reason I got interested was because of the Randy Cal thing and because of DeRosa being a buffoon.
Well, I think it really took off.
I mean, who won the last one, guys? Who even won the last?
Oh, come on! You don't remember who won? Japan.
No idea.
Japan.
You don't remember?
Jim didn't
know. You don't
Zero
remember?
idea.
You don't remember Shohei Ohtani striking out Mike Trout? They were one-time teammates.
I do remember that. Was that in the championship game?
That's the championship game.
Yeah, I don't remember being at that watch party.
I don't know. I also remember. No, I was going to take a shot at one of your. Never mind. All right, so the Seattle Sports Star Awards are tonight. They're airing at some point on King 5 stream, but we don't know if it's live or not.
We'll try to get it
King 5 Plus.
King 5 Plus. All right. You are honoring, and then we can wrap it up. We've gone long today, but Jim, you'll love this. They're honoring Tony Ventrella tonight. Tony what's the award, Chris? You're speaking. What's the award?
He's receiving the Keith Jackson Media Excellence Award. His son, his grandkids, they will all be there tonight. So I'll be up on stage with Chris Daniels, Aaron Levine, Deborah Horn. Tony worked actually he worked at Cairo, Como, Fox, probably had his longest tenure at King. So I'll be just giving a little 2-minute speech and kind of just touch on how we first met in 1993. I was a junior, I think, at Pacific Lutheran University, or sophomore. And it was Frosty Westring that introduced us. And I kind of asked him what it took to get in the business. And he, said, you're going to work weekends, you're going to work holidays, you're going to edit till 3 a.m. But, if you love, making people laugh and having fun, then go do it. And so I just always remember that moment, because we always have these little moments, and that could have, he could have been really honest, said, I wouldn't do it. You're going to work more Christmases than you're going to see your family. And, but he didn't go that route. He was very inspiring. And ever since that day, he was a good mentor, became a good friend of mine. So one of the best in Seattle sports history, and excited that they're honoring him tonight, along with, several other people as well.
Well, I love the first time I saw him, I think was on Como TV. And then when he got over at King 5, he was always like the guy that put the 5 up there, He had his 5 fingers up there. And then getting to know Tony a little bit too, when he worked with the Seahawks, and a guy that took his job seriously, but didn't take himself too seriously, which I always appreciated about him. And it was fun getting to know him. And then he was always in Newcastle, where he lived, and you could see him out walking all the time. He worked at the fruit stand. He volunteered and just got involved in a lot of different things. And I love the guy. Absolutely loved him. I'm glad to hear that he's being honored that way tonight.
We were blessed in that day and age, right, in the 80s, to have so many great broadcasters and sports broadcasters and big personalities. One, the great Bruce King was probably the best, but he was different than the others, a little bit more like old school professional, but he was just so good. The delivery, the pitch, the tone, all of it. And then you have these two other guys, Wayne Cody. Wayne Cody looked like the guy that your dad was making bets at the racetrack with. But he's doing sports, right? And then Tony comes in, and if you don't know the story with Tony, he was just funny and goofy and didn't take himself serious. And the thing I loved about him, you see now all of these interviews that have come out lately in the last decade or so. I think of Jerry Seinfeld. What's the show that he did on Netflix or YouTube, the Getting Coffee with Stars, Riding in My Car type of deal. You've seen other people interview athletes or famous people in these different settings, like playing around a golf, hitting golf balls. He was the original guy to do this because he used to interview athletes while pretending to cut their hair.
In the barbershop.
And I
think he actually cut a lot of their hair. He was a professional barber, too.
His dad was the town's barber where he grew up in Connecticut. And so he learned from his dad, and then he brought that to interviewing these athletes. And it was so great because it was a different interview. He disarmed the athlete and made them comfortable and made up this whole thing about, we're going to cut your hair, and then just ask him a couple questions, and then the athletes would be like, this is great. And then, this was a time and a day where like the wrestling circuit would be in town, like the WWF, and he'd interview like Roddy Piper, and they'd go into a ring, and he'd put him in like a headlock and throw him down on the ground. He just was terrific. He was so good, and he was funny, and he was great at what he did. And I asked Egan if he could find any of those episodes. Of course, Egan, he couldn't find it.
I'm really not batting 1,000 today, Jim.
But I found this promo from King 5. I believe this is it's early 80s, 1982, 1983. This is a classic, an absolute classic.
Channel 5's Gene Anderson.
Sometimes you can tell how a day is going to go from the very start. Those little surprises that always seem to come in groups. But there's really nothing that can spoil the daily excitement of news reporting, because it's a job that offers real challenge, along with the chance to work with special people.
How you doing today?
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, this has been a bad day for me. Scripts came in late. My running shoes, the new ones, they split. I had a flat
A job like that makes every day a good one.
Okay, everybody, we have a lot to get done today. We have a bunch of scores here. The first one, 34-32. Can we say that one team creamed the other one on that one?
Score's too close. Can't say cream.
Possibly edged.
Well, I have another score here, 37-21. What about cream?
How about waxed?
Walloped.
That's good.
We could say dazzled.
That's good.
Dazzled. Whipped?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I do have one more score here, 68-0.
Cream?
Cream.
Definitely cream.
Tony Ventrella Sports. Weeknights.
The home team. There he is. Was that Dick Rockney in there too? Did I see him?
Bill Rockney.
Bill Rockney. Bill.
Bill and Tony were very close. He was one of his producers. Yeah.
How about Carlos Del Valle?
Oh. Lou
What
Gallows.
a character he was. I loved Carlos.
What I love is they actually
Carlos
had
was on the cocktail circuit quite a bit, if I remember right.
They actually had six members of the sports team sitting down together like they had time. I don't think I've seen Paul Sylvia in 2 months because we've gone our separate ways so much. But yeah, classic. I remember there was one too where they couldn't get to the studio. And so Tony took Gene through the vents of the King 5 studios to get her there.
Hold on. Because I stopped it. Hold on.
News. Aaron Brown and Jeff Renner.
I think after you've told viewers that the world hasn't come to an end, the next thing they want to know is, well, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow? And that's Jeff's department. Jeff is really a no-nonsense weatherman. He picks his words carefully and the pictures carefully so that by the time he's done, you know what to wear to work tomorrow. You know what the weekend's going to be like. He does all that, and he does a great Beaver Cleaver impression.
King 5 News.
Hold on. I think this is the one where she's crawling.
King 5's Gene Anderson.
Uh-oh. Gee, it's late. Where's Gene?
Well, I don't know.
Stand by, everyone. 15 seconds. Ready on camera 1.
People you can count on. Gene Anderson and the home team.
Good evening.
King 5 News.
Classic.
Let's bring those back. Why don't you guys do something new? Bring it back.
Those are good. Those are. I agree. Those are money. I love them.
Maybe put that on King 5 Plus.
Maybe me giving a handshake to Paul Sylvan and he walks away. I don't know. I mean,
do something like that. It'd be great. All right, we've kept you long. I'm sorry. We're not supposed to ever go this long. We went long.
All right. It's still snowing. It's still snowing. Nowhere to go.
Still is snowing. Nowhere to go. Any final parting thoughts from either of you before we say goodbye?
I'll say this from the words of Tony Ventrella, who on his book writes, "When life throws you a curveball, hit it out of the ballpark." I'll end with that.
Wow. Boy, I can't top that. I got nothing anyway. So, yeah. That's it. How long have we gone today anyway?
We went a long
what the
time.
hell is
I'm
it? Like
sorry.
10 after 11? The hot tub is waiting for me. I mean, you go ahead and get in Puget Sound. It says 104 degrees out there for me.
All right. I said I was sorry. Good day to both of you.
It's noon, Jim.
Hey, go Cougs, Egan.
All right, go get them. Are they in the tournament?
No.
We
A little short.
Just
Idaho's
missed.
in, though. Go Vandals.
Wow, that's big.
Both teams. Men
That's big.
and women.
They got Roberto Bergeson's kid on that team? I don't know. We're not going another hour. Let's end there.
See you later. Bye.
All right.
Well, the
See you,
PME
bye-bye.
show is in the books. If it's fun you desire, it's fun you're going to get at Flat Stick Pub. It doesn't matter what the occasion is, whether it's date night, guys night, ladies night, or large group event, Flat Stick Pub's got you covered. They have 6 great locations across the Pacific Northwest, from Pioneer Square to Kirkland, South Lake Union, Spokane, Bellingham, and Redmond. All locations offer the best pub experience in Washington. 2 rules at Flat Stick Pub: drink local and have fun. Pretty simple. So if you like to have fun, love local beer, and great tasting food, make Flat Stick Pub your next spot. Visit them at flatstickpub.com. Big thanks to those boys for joining us as they always do there on the PME Show. PME Show. I said it right. Puckett, Moore and Egan. Okay. All right. On this day, Friday, March 13th, we'll get to some stories here. Of course, on this day is brought to you by Hive Social. Stop the doom scrolling. I've been doing that lately. I've got to stop. I really, when I decided last night, I'm putting the phone down for a while. I just need to stop. I got to get off of it. Get in the game with Hive Social, the official social meetup app for Puck Sports. You can download the Hive Social app on iOS or Google Play. Today, it is free. It's Hive Social, HYV Social. Invite your friends and fellow sports fans and join Puck's posse on Hive Social today. All right, let's get you caught up on everything that's happened on this day, Friday, March 13th. Well, how about this? We talked about this, one of these stories yesterday, but on this day, 2020, the sports world all came kind of to a crashing end there with COVID. You thought there was certain things that were going to be untouchable, that they would not shut down. I always thought the Masters, because of Augusta National, they would never, no one's going to tell them what they can or cannot do. But 12 hours after the PGA Tour announced that the Players' Championship, which is going on right now and is underway, shout out to Cameron Young, come on, Cameron, that they were canceling their event, Augusta National postponed the Masters. And for the first time, they rescheduled the event to be played in the fall in November with no patrons, and Dustin Johnson sported the green jacket.
And the 2020 Masters. The long-awaited Masters has a long-awaited champion in Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Johnson would go on to win the 2020 Masters in front of no one. He, in fact, set a record, right? He was 20 under, which was a record-setting score. And I would just say, congratulations. I don't think it should count. There were no fans there. And I think there's no patrons there, no one walking around. You don't feel the pressure of seeing everybody watching you. I'm not sure I'm going to count it as a record-setting win. But again, on this day in 2020, Augusta National officially announcing that they were going to postpone play in November. All right, let's get to some birthdays on this day. He was a quarterback of your Seattle Seahawks. Let's see if you can guess it on the YouTube chat. First person to get it. Let's see if you can get it. quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, was not supposed to be the starter because there was somebody else on the team that was supposed to be the starter. But because that guy struggled so much, they had to kind of put him in, and he found some success, actually, for about a year or so before the backup turned out to be a really good quarterback. Now, this guy would play college football on the West Coast. He'd be drafted by Tampa Bay. He would go on to win a Super Bowl, but no one gives him credit for ever winning a Super Bowl. No one. He probably gets the least amount of credit in the history of the NFL for actually winning a Super Bowl. Any guesses? Anyone? Happy 54th birthday. You got it. Way to go, Jeff. 54 years old today, Trent Dilfer. Started his career with Tampa Bay, won a Super Bowl, of course, with the Ravens, played 4 seasons with the Seahawks. Remember, he was supposed to be the backup to Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck struggled, and then they inserted him, and Dilfer was pretty good until I think he get hurt. Hasselbeck comes back in and then takes off. Was coaching in college football at UAB. He was fired this year, though, after 6 games. Decorated women's alpine skier Michaela Schifrin is 31 today. 4 individual Olympic medals, including 3 golds. And finally, on this day, great actor. Lots of roles. You recognize him. You recognize the name. Took him a while to kind of find his footing in acting. He turned 74 today. So many great movies over the years. The role that landed him and kind of was his breakout was a movie that premiered in 1995 named Fargo.
Art,
Huh? Yeah.
could I take just a minute of your time here?
What is it all about?
Huh? Do you mind if I sit down? Carrying quite a load here. You're the owner here, Mr. Lundegaard?
Nah, executive sales manager.
Well, you can help me. My name's Marge Gunderson.
My father-in-law, he's the owner.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm a police officer from up Brainerd, investigating some malfeasance. And I was just wondering if you'd had any new vehicles stolen off the lot in the past couple of weeks. Specifically a tan color Sierra. Mr. Lundegaard.
Brainerd?
Yeah. Home of Paul Bunyan, Babe the Blue Ox.
Babe the Blue Ox.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we got that big statue up there. So, you haven't had any vehicles go missing then?
Nope. No, ma'am.
Okie dokie, thanks a bunch. I'll let you get back to your paperwork then.
There he is, William H. Macy, 74 today. Of course, his role in Fargo. Many other movies he starred in. Boogie Nights is another good one, but a ton of great movies from William H. Macy. And Shameless, which is on, I think, Showtime back in the day. I think, is it still on or not? Great actor. That movie, Fargo's great. It's funny, dark, just weird, but a great movie. And that really was the role in Fargo that established him as a great actor. Even though he had been in many movies and theater and all that before that. So happy birthday going out to William H. Macy. He's turning 74 today. All of that happening on this day, March 13th, brought to you by Hive Social. Download the Puck Sports official social meetup app, Hive Social. That's HYV Social from iOS and Google Play. We wrap up the show as we always do with Hey What the Puck, which is brought to you by Tersuli Construction. From emergency response to full-scale rebuilds and remodels, Tersuli Construction is a full-service contractor handling your project from start to finish. Locally owned and operated out of Ballard. Come on over to Ballard. It's great. Great music scene, great food, great bars in Ballard. And also, great spot for Tersuli Construction. Proudly serving the Puget Sound region for over 15 years. If you're dealing with damage or planning what's next, call the team that does it all at Tersuli Construction, restoring what matters, building what's next. Give them a call, 206. Ask for Trent, by the way, 206-793-3744. Visit tersuli.com. To wrap up the Julio discussion we had a little bit earlier, I know there's going to be some people that are going to be upset. Maybe it's a minority of fans that will be upset with what he said, that it would be a bigger deal if they were to win the WBC, or for him, it would be a bigger deal to win the WBC for his country than to win a World Series title for the Mariners. I get that. I understand how some fans will feel. You got to just take a step back, put yourself in the shoes of Julio and these other players, especially the Dominicans. It is everything to these players. Everything. They grew up extremely poor, but yet they had collectively this unbelievable love for their country, for their people, and for this sport. And for them to go out and win it, if they do, it will be impactful. It will be probably more meaningful than winning a World Series title. And I don't think people should be offended when they hear that or they say that. It's a love of country. You'd think us in this country would understand that. And for them, it's just a huge moment. It will be a huge, huge, huge moment. Doesn't mean that he's not going to be thrilled or do everything he can to win a World Series title with the Mariners. He will. No one has ever doubted Julio Rodriguez's work ethic and the time that he puts in. He plays hard, plays every day. He is committed to making this team better and getting a World Series title. His actions always speak louder than words. But this is different. It's different for him, and it's different for a lot of those players, and that should be okay. All right, that's Hey What the Puck, brought to you by Tersuli Construction. Restoring what matters and building what's next. Give them a call, 206-793-3744. Visit them at tersuli.com. Big thanks to everybody watching and listening to today's show. Thank you to all our sponsors, as always. Could not do this daily without your support. Couldn't do it without our sponsors. Couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you. And we always like to recognize them. Limback Lumber. Again, if you want to shop local, there's other places to go for your lumber needs. But if you want to do a project at home, come into Ballard, go to Limback Lumber. They've been doing business for almost 100 years. They are old school service, family owned the entire time. And they are great. They have a shrine inside there to all of the past great sports moments in Seattle sports history. And they will sit there and just talk sports, life, anything with you guys in there. They're so good, and they will take care of you. And if there's any issues with it, they certainly will not hesitate to help you out. So we always recommend, if you can, do everything you can to buy local and buy local there from Limback Lumber. Flat Stick Pub, great spot as well, especially with March Madness starting next week. Great spot to sit there, during lunchtime when those games start and you want something to go do, grab a beer, grab some great food, play some graves. Great for group events and business events, large group events, Flat Stick Pub. Also, Georgetown Brewery, again, local, best brewery in the world. Check out their website, georgetownbeer.com. And big thanks to Hive Social and also Tersuli Construction. Today's Daily Puck Drop, find it up on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. You may watch all the stuff, but not a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. We try to get to as many as we can. Also, find the Daily Puck Drop on your favorite podcast platforms, Apple and Spotify. If you have a moment, please rate the show and write a review. It helps us. And you can find a ton of information up at pucksports.com, including the link to sign up to become a Pucks Posse member. Costs you just $5 a month. You support everything that we do here daily, all the shows throughout the week that are free. Plus, we give you bonus shows throughout the week. Tuesdays with Matt Stretch Johnson, the Sports Pit. Wednesdays, Inside Pitch with Ryan Divish. And yesterday's KJ Arntz with the one and only Mitch Levy from Mitch Unfiltered podcast fame. Also on Mondays, it comes out. We produced a Graz with Gas Take 5 podcast. New episodes every Monday on YouTube and all podcast platforms. All right, that's it for us. Everybody enjoy your weekend. If you're like me, I'm looking outside and have baseball apparently in your future, maybe bring a heater. Nothing like playing baseball in the snow. God, that's just good times. All right, we'll talk to you on Monday. As always, we'll spend the weekend trying to do better. We promise to be better.
No shirt, no shoes, no ties.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
Yeah. I was born to love. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first. What do you need my address for? We'd like to send out a mailer.
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!